Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of My Life Lemons. And now this is the part three of the winzige haul that I did. And this time I am going to feature this pens called DS Vintage and Vintage inks. Okay, this pen set came in four different sets with five pens each. You can also buy this individually if you want, but since I wanted most all of the colors, so I just decided to get the three sets that I wanted and three individual pens. I didn't get the black and another red pen, so yeah. So I just decided to get the other three from the last vintage ink set. The individual pens cost 28 pesos each. So actually it's kind of the same. Even if you buy the set, 28 pesos times 5 is 140 pesos. Okay, now here is an up close look of the pen. Okay, this is such a cool pen. You see the clip. Okay, I wanted to do a comparison with my Pilot Juice pen, which also has that clip, and also this Sarasa Noctite pen. You see those clips right there? Okay, this is where this vintage ink, vintage pens differ. When I push that, the clip retracts the pen. So you can knock it or you can just click the clip. Now it's time to open them up. And here I'm going to use my cute cloud cutter. So all of these sets came in sealed, so you can be sure that they're not tampered with. Ooh, they're so lovely. Look at the shades. Look at the colors of those pens. And now here they all are. I decided to separate the vintage from the vintage inks and decided to do a bit of I arranged them by color or by shade, just so you can see how the shades differ. And first up is this beautiful vintage yellow. It's a yellow that has a touch of green tint. It's really beautiful. And next up is this very it's almost like a mustard yellow, but a little lighter. And this one is like a muted pink, and now a muted lilac. And this next one is just a beautiful lavender. And this like at a gray, a grayish, I don't know, a beige gray. And this is such a pretty green, almost like a matcha green, and a beautiful olive green. Okay, this blue, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a vintage sky blue. It's not that bright. It's actually very pretty. And this one is just a, I don't know, it's just a nice blue too. And here I am arranging them again, how I'm going to swatch them. Now, first one, I I always gravitate to vintage or wine reds. So this reminds me of the Shans actually, but this is slightly lighter than that. And this one is just a straight up like dark purple. Okay, this is like a yellow ochre shade, and it's just an automatic favorite. And this one is the only brown in this set. And now this very dark forest green, and this really beautiful gray. I always like gray colors. Okay, this one actually reminds me of the Sarasa blue gray as well with the shams. And lastly, a very nice blue black. And here's a closer look. So I mentioned previously in the Shan's review and just a few seconds ago that a couple of the pens reminded me of my Sarasa blue-gray pen. Now here I'm going to do a comparison. First, this is the Shan's, and now my Sarasa blue-gray, and now the vintage ink. I just love that these pens look a lot alike because that Sarasa blue-gray is like one of my favorite shades of pen. Now I don't have to buy the Sarasa one because that is like really, really expensive. I mean, for 28 pesos versus the Sarasa, I I'd stick with the vintage ink. Now here I tried to compare my Sarasa, I think it was wine red with the vintage ink, but the Sarasa wine red was much more beautiful. I like the deep dark red shade. And now here they are in a little disarray, and I just love these pens. I I have to say that I recommend them If you're like me and you're addicted to stationery pens, you won't be sorry. You have to get these pens. Now, thank you so much for watching. I hope that I was able to share some useful review with these pens. And do keep a lookout for my future videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And have a great day. And goodbye.